Barrow is the venue for the Lancashire Cup first round tie, where Barrow entertain the Saints. The Barrow team for this afternoon, obviously struggling for a team and late decisions, but they've got Petcher at full-back, Trainer, Rowan, Robinson and Fletcher at the three-quarters, Honey and Jackson, the half-back pairing, with Kendall, Creary, Colosi, Kerasoma, Pemberton and Morrow, the pack, with Hadley and Rhodes on the substitute bench. The Saints team for this afternoon, Alan Hunt at full-back, Quirk, Connolly, McCracken and Sullivan the three-quarters, Rapati and Griffiths the half-backs, with Neil, Dwyer and Mann in the front row, George Mann back after injury. Joint, Nicol and Cooper, the back three, Beavers and Harrison are the substitutes. The matchday referee is Stephen Nicholson from Whitehaven, just up the road here. A new one up into the first grade. Let's see how he shapes today. Saints looking forward to an emphatic win. 54 points plus start on the coupon. And Barrow in a lot of trouble in the third division. It's only 2 or 3 seasons that he was in the first division, but they're languishing in the third division, and they got beaten last week here at home. Well, I think it was here at home by, yes, it was here at home by Nottingham. Chris Honey, the captain, ex-Thato Heath lad, Chris Honey. Came up here with Roy Haggerty from the Saints, but Barrow have had the problems with cash and what have you, and Roy Haggerty staying away along with Tony Kay, ex-Saints. Moses Kerasoma, he was in dispute, but he's out there taking his place on the field this afternoon. The match day official there at the centre, tossing up with the two captains, as I say, Chris Honey and Shane Cooper. And Shane Cooper just having his photograph taken with the Barrow mascot. It's Saints to kick off. Quite a decent crowd assembled below us. Very sparse to the behind the sticks, and not a lot in the stand there, but there's quite a lot on this touchline below us. We look forward to an excellent game. Saints playing at home last week against Wakefield. They came up with a 24 points to 12 win, but a lot of the flowing rugby that we're used to from the Saints team, it just didn't emerge, but you can only play as well as the opposition will let you. Wakefield stuck to the task that day. They was lying up and they took Saints off the game. What a 24-12 win. Even if we consider we're not playing bad, it's not bad, is it? Saints kick off. Pemberton for Barrow, ringing the ball up. Solid tackling is going to be the name of the game. I just hope I've got enough paper to put down all the scorers this afternoon. Well, John Neal, typical John Neal ploy. Hooks it back at the play the ball, strikes for it as the ball was on the ground. A fine exponent of this tactic is John Neal, but as the ball came back, it was knocked on by a Saints player. Scrum down with the Barrow feed. Saints push hard, Barrow off possession, but the referee obviously not happy with it. Penalise the Saints, offside is the decision. First penalty going to Barrow. It did come out at the Barrow side after the scrum, but referee Nicholson are judging that the Saints had moved up in an offside position. The penalty going to Barrow, and they find touch just short of the halfway line on the main stand side here at Craven Park. As I said, Barrow here last week. Nottingham beat Barrow 19 points to 12. Unfortunately, Nottingham without a win for over 18 months. So Barrow will have to lift themselves. The coach, Jeff Waddle, he'll have a hard job, obviously, in team selection. They could only make a selection on the three-quarter, perhaps about 20 minutes before the game. But it's Sean Morrow, strong, running loose forward. Well, Barrow knock on. At the play the ball, the man trying to take it on the blind side there. Looked like the hooker there, Paul Creary, trying to take it blind side, and unfortunately fumbled the ball. Knocked it forward, and now it's Saints. Well, should have been one for the Saints, but it went against the head there And Barrow running it quickly, trying to spread it out. Saints penalised for offside again as Morrow comes through. Chris Joint in there for the tackle. Second penalty in quick succession for Barrow. And the Barrow man just positioning it, placing it, rather than take it from his hands. Kicks it deep, finds touch, about 12 yards, 15 yards short of the Saints line. Creary to start. Dave Kendall, big prop forward, coming through on the burst. Creary again, to the other prop now, Chris Colosi. New Zealander, Colosi and Kerasoma. Big lads, and certainly takes some pulling down, but Jonathan Neal, good Cumbrian stock there. He brings him down. Now it's Honey, on to Kerasoma. Chris Honey, usually a centre, but in the standoff, but it's Barrow charging, bringing it blindside. Pemberton going oh so close. The Saints forced to defend. Barrow getting up, it's Creary now, moves it in field. Honey grubbers it through. Well, took a deflection there, it's good cover defence there from Tia Rapati. It looks as though it took a deflection off the post and took an awkward bounce. Tia Rapati covering well, he had to shape quickly, get back there, but Barrow putting a lot of pressure on. It's Rapati to drop out from between the sticks. Takes it about 35 yards out. And now it's Steve Rowan. He can't evade the attention of George Mann and Sonny Nicol. Kerasoma. And we're in quite a decent spec here at Barrow. Obviously this gantry is not what we're used to up here at Barrow. The last time we came, we was in the stand, an awkward position. But it's only a small ground, but it's a fine position here. Well, looked a hint of a forward pass there from Wayne Jackson on to Pemberton. Well, referee Nicholson lining the Saints out, Barrow in possession. Colosi with the ball, sixth and final tackle of this sequence, and I would imagine it'll go in the air. There's Funny, grubbers it into touch on the far side. On the sixth tackle, but grubbered into touch. Scrum down now, Saints speed. And Barrow, only minutes ago, taking one against the head. Just a bit more towards the halfway line. So I'll see Bernard Dwyer now, get his hooking boots on, he has. Rapati, inside to Quirk. Local lad Quirk came from Barrow to the Saints. And a deal about £55,000. But Barrow penalised there, holding the Saints down in their efforts to make a quick play of the ball. Jonathan Griffiths, just outside the 20-yard line. He'll find touch in the main stand side, he does. 10 yards from the halfway line. And the ball out of the ground at the back there, but it's Bernard Dwyer on to John Neal. Back to Bernard Dwyer. Took it well, did Dwyer there. John Neal, he comes in. Strong lad, going into the tackle, turning and looking to release it. George Mann in prop this afternoon. Kevin Ward rested. He won't like that, Wardy. He loves being in the thick of things. He's been told to rest for quite a few weeks, but you can't get this fella to have a minute. He loves his rugby and he's thriving on it here at St Helens, isn't he? Cooper, Griffiths, good ball to Rapati. McCracken there, up to the 20-yard mark. Doesn't half seem strange saying 20-yard mark as he's been used for 25 for so many years. Rapati into a big gap. Oh, excellent tackling there. Colosi, that was the sixth tackle. I didn't see the referee with his hand up there, but it's Saints now. George Mann, he takes the Barrow man back, nearly over the line. And Saints defence here now will push Barrow up to keep them back. Well, the ball's loose. Nicol must be in for a try. Yes, he's down. The try's given. 6.5 minutes gone. Sonny Nicol in there for the opening score of this afternoon's Lancashire Cup first round tie. Barrow was in possession. George Mann going in for the tackle. A strong tackle. It shoot the ball from the Barrow man's hands. Sonny Nicol was there. And all the Saints lying up, pressing on the Barrow defence. As I said, they've got to try and take them off the game. It sat up nice. Sonny Nicol got it. Powered over with 2 or 3 Barrow men in quick attention like on him. But he got the ball down. Nickel goes over. His second try of the season. Puts Saints into a 4-0 lead. And a chance now for Tirapati to add the extras. Little bit of friendly banter between Rapati, Mike McLennan, the Saints coach, and Paul Loughlin, the Saints centre, obviously out injured. He was asking Loughlin what was his record. It's 16 goals, 32 points, and also he got 2 tries in 40 points in all in that win over Trafford. The 104 points to 12 win. I think it was in the Trafford one. It was one of the ones that we got 100 points anyway. But it was 40 points, maybe in the Carlisle one, maybe, I don't know. But Rapati goes wayward, and Rapati was saying he was going to beat Loughlin's goal scoring record. Unfortunately, he didn't get that one anywhere near. So 4-0 the score, 8 minutes of the game gone. Barrow to kick off. Sonny Nickel takes it well, drives it up, and the strength in this Saints side this afternoon should see them through. I think once the Saints get into full flow, this Barrow side will certainly have the work cut out to hold the Saints back. Looking for a big game this afternoon from Jared McCracken, made his debut at Nosey Road last Sunday. Excellent kick there from Griffiths. But Jared McCracken, even though he is a professional, it's that travelling that takes it out of you. He wasn't involved a great deal in the game, but certainly Chris Joynt showed a lot of potential. Saints in possession, Jonathan Neal gets it going. Bernard Dwyer, as ever, backing up. Well, reaping the ball out of Bernard Dwyer's hands is the indication. Saints are awarded the penalty. Take a quick tap, George Mann now. In the Barrow 20-yard area. Can't get the man to ground. Finally held. The referee's call. Bernard Dwyer brings it left. Chris Joynt. Not a lot of forward yardage made there, but it's taking it along the line again. Dwyer, Rapati gets it away now. The ball's loose. It's played on. Connolly's there. The try's given. Touch the Barrow man. There's Rapati there in the centre field on the 20-yard mark. It was passed out, hit a Barrow man. The referee said play on, and Gary Connolly going in over in the corner. That's Connolly's second try of the season. Another difficult conversion attempt for Tirapati out on the far side. That makes it 8-0 in the Saints' favour. 10 minutes gone, and Rapati out there up to 25 yards out, and you can see only a yard or so in from the touchline. It's the 9th meeting of these two sides in the last 40 years, and Barrow only beaten the Saints once. That was in 1955-56 season, the first round tie here at Craven Park, where Barrow won by 18-12. They're down now at present by 8-0. This conversion attempt from Rapati coming. Lofts it well this time. Well, yes, an excellent conversion by Tirapati. We must favour that side for his kicking. So 10-0 the score. 2 tries, Nickel and Connolly. The latter converted by Rapati, and Saints well on the way, 10-0 up. Rapati takes it, feeds it inside to Gary Connolly. Lofted ball to Joynt into space. Backing up is Jared McCracken. Took it well, but an excellent tackle there from captain Chris Honey for Barrow. Tony Sullivan now. Good tackling there again. Sean Morrow quickly in at the tackle. Griffiths On to John Neal, couldn't take it cleanly. Saints just getting a little mixed up, but Barrow in possession. Wayne Jackson getting things underway. His big forwards for Barrow taking it up centre field. Curry at dummy half. Well taken, that man. Prop forward Dave Kendall. Took it well under a lot of pressure. Honey again, the provider, onto Steve Rowan. Turned it back to Chris Honey. Useful lad, Honey, and obviously it's a long trek coming up here to Barrow a couple of times a week. But now it's Steve Rowan, the right centre. Cooper and Joint bring him down. Curry at dummy half. Barrow in possession, trailing 10 points to 0. Now it's Honey again. High kick. Well taken on the far side by Les Quirk. Popular figure here, Les Quirk, before he's transferred to the Saints. But Connolly bringing the ball away, coming crossfield, creating the gap. He'll have to release the ball. He does so to John Griffiths. He's down the centre, is Griffiths. Dwyer has it back to Cooper. On to Connolly again. Saints keeping it moving. Lovely break by the Saints. Some excellent rugby. And the ball's still moving. It's Griffiths now. Lofted past to Quirk. He can't take it. Don't think he touched it. But Saints losing ground there. The rain starting to come down and we're going to be in trouble here. No cover. And a knock on, is it indicated? Knock on ruled. Barrow feed and Barrow have possession. Moving it crossfield. Full back, Petcher. Honey again, on to Morrow, the loose forward. Wayne Jackson, short ball there to Kerosoma. Took it well, but solid tackling. John Neal, Sonny Nickel in there. And Barrow readying it now, keeping the ball moving. Well, a penalty to Barrow. It's offside, I believe. Or pulling back, a bit of obstruction there. Barrow get the penalty. Barrow now, the big prop forward they're driving through, Colosi. Brought down just a couple of yards short. Ideal platform for Barrow to build on. The Saints defence will have to hold firm. Curley wants a quick play of the ball. Went blindside, then brought it infield. And Barrow still trying, but the Saints defence holding firm. Blindside ploy, Curry again. He gets the ball away and Curry there for the return pass. Barrow still have possession. Chris Honey. Cuts inside, well taken by Jonathan Griffith. On the run, pushes off Petchim, loses his spot in there. Brings it up to Shane Cooper, he takes up the running. Saints from defence onto attack. Saints should make it pay this time. Jared McCracken bringing it over to the left. McCracken gives the dummy. But the touch judge here is flagging for something. I don't know what it was. He was flagging all the way along the touchline. He didn't actually come on the field of play. But something's happened midfield. Obviously off the ball. As we had followed the ball, the clock stopped. And the referee bringing play back from the Barrow 20-yard line up to the Saints 20-yard line now. Obviously something we didn't see. The touches on the far side may have come on. Obviously has, the referee there in consultation. So the referee's report and the Saints player are going to be spoken to. Perhaps, yes, Bernard Dwyer being spoken to. So the penalty is going to go Barrow way. After that, Saints putting the pressure on Barrow, taking him off the ball. Jonathan Griffiths coming through and McCracken taken down on the Barrow 20-yard line, but Barrow have the penalty, and back to square one. A lot of people diving for cover. I think we'll be going for cover as well shortly. Solid tackling from the Saints there, take Colosi into touch. On the far side, scrum down now with the Saints speed, and the rain coming down rather heavily now. Well, the ball's come out Barrow side. The scrum's going to be reformed again as Jonathan Griffiths to feed it. The ball is out Saints side, but I don't think the referee's happy with it again. He's penalised Barrow and then penalised him another 10 yards. Somebody's spoken out to turn. And Jonathan Griffiths finds the added yardage. 10 yards from the halfway line. Bernard Dwyer looking to restart. That's when we can get a ball. There's just over now to Bernard Dwyer. 10 points to 0 the score. We've had 18 minutes of the game in this first half gone. And George Mann running strong, picked up a back injury early on in the Charity Shield match at Gateshead. Now it's Chris Joint. Just brought down on the halfway line. 20 yards in from the touchline. Griffiths. Rapati. Good ball to McCracken. Well, Curry in with the tackle. I just looked as though it was a good solid tackle from me, but he's a big lad, McCracken. He was coming through at full pace. Saints have been penalised. Curry's going to be spoken to. Somebody from down below shouts chest high. I don't think I'd argue with that, but we'll have a look at it again on the video. He was coming through at pace with McCracken. He's a big lad. A lot of these tackles that are ruled as high come as they bounce off the man carrying the ball very high, off his arm, his forearm, and drift up. But it was a good solid tackle, that. Referee picked it up straight away, penalised Barrow, put Saints on the attack just outside the 20-yard line. Cooper, John Neal looking to turn it back inside. He's John Neal, but good clamp tackling from Barrow this time. George Mann. Gary Connolly moved over to the right on the dummy run as George Mann come infield. John Griffiths, Tira Patty, inside to Sonny Nicol, still going through his Nicol. Strong running second row forward. Dwyer, Cooper, Griffiths along the line onto Rapati, looking for support. He gets it to McCracken. McCracken going for the corner. He's brought down inches short. He's lost the ball. Unlucky there, McCracken. Tried to go in at the corner. Plenty of Barrow cover. But it's a scrum down. Obviously losing possession right on the line there, and it's brought back for a 10-yard scrum. As I said, it's these 10-yard markings now. Barrow feed. Barrow are going to have scrum possession. Yes, they have. 2 each on the scrums at present. Barrow in possession in their own 20, and no doubt that's where Saints will want to keep them. Creary from acting half-back trying to break through. Well, loose ball. Sonny Nicol snaps it up again. He can't hold it. The original knock-on, I think, will be given, the first knock-on. Although I'm saying the first knock-on, you give the Saints speed. I don't know whether the Barrow actually knocked on or whether it touched the ground, but Nicol came up with it. He couldn't hold it. Saints penalised, not packing correctly.